Speaking of space, Netherlands, Gav, right? Netherlands
It's one of them.
is well,
That's a country.
Fact check.
it is.
It is a country.
What? Anyway, there is a mission to Mars that is going to be launched in 2025, and they've whittled it down from I think 100,000 to 1,000 to 600 to 100, and one of those 100 individuals is actually a UCF student.
Go Knights!
Go Knights!
College.
I'm
College,
glad.
man.
I'm glad. I'm really
Go to
excited
college,
about
go to
it.
Mars.
As a UCF student, and the mission entails a 150 to 300 day journey just to the planet with no plans of returning back to Earth. This individual will be leaving a wife and 2 kids in the pursuit of advancing the journey of mankind.
I've seen this movie before.
Yeah, so my question is, did they watch Interstellar and went, hey, I got a great idea. Let's go
Yeah.
to Mars.
It's just inspired by Interstellar.
What a great movie. Let's do that.
One of the surreal realizations that I've come to is that we are actually pursuing this. The space adventure is coming to fruition. We are actually gonna go to Mars, and we are actually going to attempt to colonize it. And it's a scary thought. Imagine being that UCF student.
Yeah. That hits very close to home. Excuse me, when you know it's somebody that's fucking from here. To just imagine that, man. I mean, you're never coming back home.
No.
Just, I mean, like that. The proposition of that, just going from one country to another country. Imagine saying, "I'm gonna go live in Europe for the rest of my life, never come back and see my family ever again."
Right.
That's already a scary enough proposition. But to leave the fucking planet,
Yeah, but there are
Yeah.
humans in Europe.
The entire planet.
right?
I mean, all right.
That's
Ian,
one of the many differences, Adam.
Ian, on your flight in, did you get a window seat?
I drove, man.
You drove?
Yeah.
So yes.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah.
You had a window seat.
I
You had a window
seat
seat. You had a very
the
nice
whole
window
way,
seat.
man. I had both windows, just the whole thing.
Great.
All right, let me rephrase that. I fly a lot, and I usually get the window seat. That's my preference. And every flight, I always look out, and I always like glance up at the sky, and I see just the cusp of what is our limit of travel, you know. And then I look down and I see, you know, the Earth, and I can never imagine breaching through that barrier outside of it. I can't imagine what it's like to actually leave a planet.
Yeah, you just play Kerbal enough, and
That's the other point I brought up. Like, people are actually playing Kerbal, because in Kerbal you build your own spaceship, you launch it, you hope that it might get to a planet,
But
and once
for
it
real.
gets there, but it's for real. It's I don't know. It's a huge concept for me to grasp and to like actually get a firm topic on.
They're discouraged from having sex.
What?
The 100 people are discouraged from having sex. There's like a rule book that they
Well, it's not. It's like you shouldn't do that, but if you want
But
to,
they've got like crazy rules.
well, how do you turn
you mean
down
like when you get
SpaceX?
when? I mean, come on.
You gotta
That's like
have
my
SpaceX.
first thing. That's the first thing I'm gonna try to do.
Yeah,
what a good pickup line.
143
Well, who else you
million
gonna
mile
have? Like,
club.
They're not
Can't say no.
there for research. So, but anyway,
Fuck that. You know they're gonna want to get some butt at some point. Come on, they're fucking humans.
Space butt.
Space butt.
You get the space butt.
The question is, seriously,
Yeah.
considering it, would you do it?
No.
No.
I wouldn't do it.
I mean,
Yes.
you got to
You
think
do it?
about it.
Yeah.
You got to think about it, because it's not. You can't be selfish in this this journey.
If I were to have a family on Earth, I couldn't do it. I couldn't leave my family.
imagine the
do that.
legacy you'd leave
Well, yeah,
behind, though.
but I mean, imagine
That's
the
why I
legacy you
do
leave
it.
behind with your family, raising them and nurturing them.
I would pop a kid out just for that legacy, just so that kid can
Look
be
at
like,
me. Remember my face.
just so that kid can be like, my dad was one of the first astronauts to Mars. What does your dad do?
I mean, think about it, man.
My dad raised me.
in context.
Oh, shit.
The first guy to Mars.
Yeah, that's pretty serious. It's a very big deal.
That
I
is
mean-
the biggest deal.
I look at it like, if you have an opportunity, if someone's like giving you the chance to like actually choose to have like such a big impact and legacy, like I think you have to take it. Like most people, you just kind of you wake up one day and you live about 70, 80 years and you die, and it's like, well, thanks for nothing, dude. Like, you can actually like choose.
Yeah, like,
it's right there. Like, you can choose to.
That is
like,
the alternative life you
live
could
forever.
live.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
be one of the first men on Mars, or you live till you're 70. You're 70.
You live
and,
till you 70.
and you shit your pants and you die.
Right, and you have a couple grandkids and they don't like you, and they're like, I mean, I'm taking Mars. I'm making a difference,
Taking
man.
Mars.
Mars is
Those
mine.
piece of shit grandkids.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, it's a brave choice to make.
Smells.
You can't smell Grandpa from Mars.
I'm training for space.
Ain't no smell in space.
That's good.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's very interesting. Like like you guys said, it's very close to home, and I feel like just being a Central Floridian, we're kind of closer to space than most other people because we have Kennedy Space Center here. You know, so
Yeah, the idea of space is
we're one of the few
realer to
people
us.
on Earth that have ever seen space travel in person. You know, like watched the shuttle go up.
Never
Yeah.
thought about that.
Yeah.
We've seen rockets go up.
Right, that's not normal. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I mean, we've talked about this a long time ago, but for me, like, I've seen so many that it became like a run of the mill thing.
Right.
Like, people come out of their houses and they wait all night to watch them out. I just didn't give a shit anymore.
Yeah.
And then there's other people who have never seen it their entire
Right.
life.
and people who will never see it. There are
Yeah.
people who have never will never see the space shuttle go off.
Yeah.
You know,
It's
like
people like you why they have to go to Mars.
Man.
You've seen it. Oh, what are you gonna orbit the
How
Earth
can you just-
again? Like,
how
what
can
else
you
are you
not-
gonna do? It's like, fine, fuck you. We'll go to Mars. That'll get you out of your house, dude.
Even as a kid, you never grasped the concept of this person is leaving.
No,
the
as a
planet.
kid, I was out there every time they launched one off. But like the older I got, the more it was just like, well, it's gone now. And it just didn't do it for me anymore.
I guess you got too comfortable, and I guess astronauts just coming back to realize like
Maybe that's
it's not something normal. They haven't. This isn't like driving a car.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
leaving an atmosphere.
Yep.
Well, that's what I'm
and
saying. It just
coming
became
back.
so routine to me that like the thrill was gone. I
Right.
guess I didn't see any of the tragedies.
Right.
That wasn't real to me. That's history to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, not history in an irrelevant way, but history as in like that's in the past. That's something that we look back on and we learn from those mistakes. But tragedy is not part of space travel as far as my life is concerned.
Oh, but it is.
Routine is part of my my life when it comes to space travel. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I still respect it. Obviously, I still respect it, and I understand the importance of it and the gravity of it. No pun intended.
Stop.
I like it.
But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, you take it for granted. It takes a tragedy
Yeah.
for you to appreciate it. The fact that we're trusting science and math
Yeah,
to
pretty
get
much.
human beings back.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, that's very interesting. Oh, that was pleasant.
Stop touching the computer, Kevin.
Why does it need to be on?
Doesn't
so
need
you
to be
can see
on.
the levels.
Nah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Come on,
You guys
baby.
invite me in here for this, and this is what I'm having to put up with, man.
This fucking guy.
Fucking amateur hour here, isn't it?
Seriously. I'm
Anyway.
sorry. I apologize for the whole podcast.
Okay.
I
It's okay.
apologize.
It's alright. I'm still leaving, but
Let me walk out the door. All right. Well, yeah, that's all very interesting, and I'm sure we'll hear more about it.
Yeah, I
As
mean,
they progress.
it's obviously it's a progressing story. It's not
Yeah.
going to happen until 2025, hopefully. And we don't even know if this UCF student is an actual finalist that is going to be selected to go to Mars.
Yeah.
do you think they targeted like people like from the age like 20 and 25, people like before they had families? Like,
I mean,
make
they
it
would have
easier?
to. They would have to, but this guy already has a family.
Oh, really?
Young dad.
Gab was telling me that they target specific personalities to do it, and you have to be crazy, and you have to be very logical with your thought process in order to be selected.
So sociopath.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see how that turns out.
Excuse me.
Yeah, but that seems interesting.
So, wait, so these people are gonna like inhabit Mars. These
Yeah.
sociopaths, they're gonna procreate on Mars, and that's what Mars is gonna become. So it's gonna be like Total Recall. Like that's what.
Yeah.
Give these people. Yeah.
That's what it is. That's how it starts.